The historical context is there's never been such a law. There has never been a law that forbade publication. There was an attempt to censor publication in the Pentagon Papers case. These were historical volumes that were classified information that Daniel Ellsberg leaked first to the New York Times and then to the Washington Post. The US government attempted to order those newspapers not to publish. It was the first attempt under First Amendment doctrine. It's known as prior restraint. And the Supreme Court, in a mixed up opinion, held that there could be no prior restraint, that the First Amendment simply allowed publication, full stop. There were concurring opinions, and I think it may even have been a plurality of the court that held that the inability to restrain publication in advance did not mean that you could not punish publication after the fact. We know that's true for example, in libel cases. But there has never been an attempt to prosecute someone for publication of a secret because the government said it was secret. It simply never happened. And if it did happen, if Assange were convicted of this and the conviction were upheld, then it would be easier to take a less unpopular protagonist, like a reporter for the Washington Post, as I was for a long time, and say it's clearly established under United States against Assange that publication is a crime, according to this or that citation, and Mr. Gellman has done the same thing, took something that he knew was properly classified, and he published it anyway for the world to see, and thereby damaged the United States. And they are presuming in the indictment that publication is done with the knowledge that it will harm the interests of the United States. The presumption is supposed to come from the fact that it had a classified stamp on it. So there's simply nothing that would stop them from prosecuting an American journalist, at the New York Times or the Washington Post or CBS News or anywhere else for exactly the same crime. And I mean, I say all this as someone who is emphatically not a defender of Julian Assange in all respects. We have profound differences. There are many things he's done that I don't agree with. I am saying that basic principles of press freedom are very much on his side in this case.